Once upon a time, in a cozy little village, there lived a sweet little girl named Little Red Riding Hood. Little Red loved to explore the forest and pick flowers for her grandma. Every day was an adventure, and she always found something new and exciting. One sunny morning, her mother gave her a basket of goodies to take to Grandma's house. "Be careful," her mother said, "and stay on the path. Don't talk to strangers." Little Red promised to be careful and set off on her journey. As Little Red skipped through the forest, she sang a merry tune, her red hood bouncing with every step. The forest was alive with the chirping of birds and the rustling of leaves. Suddenly, she met a friendly wolf who asked her where she was going. Little Red, being polite, told the wolf she was going to Grandma's house to bring her some treats. The wolf's eyes sparkled with mischief as he suggested a shortcut through the forest. "But my mother told me to stay on the path," Little Red said, remembering her mother's words. She politely declined the wolf's offer. She thanked him and continued on her way, enjoying the beautiful flowers and the warmth of the sun. The wolf, disappointed, decided to take the shortcut himself, determined to reach Grandma's house first. As Little Red walked, she picked a bouquet of the prettiest flowers she could find. She thought Grandma would love them. She listened to the birds singing and even saw a family of deer grazing in a meadow. The forest was a magical place, full of wonders. When Little Red reached Grandma's house, she noticed the door was open and went inside. "Grandma, I'm here!" she called out. But something seemed strange. The house was unusually quiet. She approached Grandma's bed and saw someone lying there. "Grandma, what big ears you have!" she exclaimed. "All the better to hear you with, my dear," replied the wolf, disguised as Grandma, his voice sounding a bit gruff. "Grandma, what big eyes you have," said Little Red, moving closer. "All the better to see you with, my dear," said the wolf, his eyes gleaming with a mischievous twinkle. "Grandma, what big teeth you have," cried Little Red, stepping back in surprise. "All the better to eat you with," growled the wolf, revealing his sharp teeth and leaping towards her. Little Red screamed and tried to run, but just then, a brave woodsman burst into the room, wielding his axe. He had heard Little Red scream from the forest and had come to help. The woodsman swiftly chased the wolf away, saving Little Red and Grandma. Grandma, who had been hiding in a closet, came out and hugged Little Red tightly. "Oh, my dear, you are safe!" she exclaimed. They hugged each other tightly, grateful to be safe and sound. The woodsman was hailed as a hero, and Grandma invited him to stay for tea. They all sat together, enjoying the treats Little Red had brought, and shared stories of their adventures. Grandma and the woodsman became good friends, and he often visited them to make sure they were safe. From that day on, Little Red always listened to her mother's advice and never strayed from the path again. She continued to visit Grandma regularly, bringing her flowers and treats. They shared many happy times together, laughing and telling stories. The villagers heard about Little Red's bravery and the woodsman's heroism. They celebrated with a big feast where everyone danced and sang songs. Little Red became a beloved figure in the village, known for her kindness and her courage. Whenever Little Red and Grandma walked through the village, they were greeted with smiles and waves. They knew they were always safe and loved, surrounded by their friends and family. And so, they all lived happily ever after in their cozy little village, where every day was filled with joy, love, and adventure.